want to thank you very much for coming on this platform, because on Tuesday night, what I saw moved me. I know some individuals refer to Nigeria as a zoo, and I get irritated by it. As a professor in the UK, I couldn't take my students to class the next morning. I had to tell all my students, meet me in Parliament. I cannot stay in the UK as an advisor to the UK government and look at my fatherland being vandalized by individuals that have no clue. If you are talking about the next election, I think you are dreaming. You haven't read the writing on the wall. We live in a hashtag generation, not an Ali must go generation. This is the post-George Floyd era. Smell the coffee and wake up. If you are in any position in Nigeria, you better get this clear. This is a new generation. That's why I had to go with my students to the embassy. From there, we marched on to the Prime Minister's residence and informed him that you don't use live ammunition under any circumstances on any other person that is unarmed. That is number one rule. Before they gave you the gun, they told you, you use it when somebody else has a gun. But these children did not have guns. They had flags. Thanks to social media, we have verifiable videos and pictures from Lekki. I would have kept maybe a deaf ear if it just continued peacefully. But because you fired live ammunition, you know it's wrong. We don't need a new agenda in Nigeria, by the way. What the youth want are schools, hospitals, better pay for workers. That is not rocket science. This is a global community. If you think that somebody is Yoruba by any way, or Yoruba by any way, or Hausa, or Igbo, there's something wrong with your brain. The world does not recognize your little tribal distraction. They're showing photographs of looters, and the prime ministers were trying to show us that they are looters. I said, sir, there are no looters. These are hungry men and women. The real looters, they loot treasury. And the government of the UK, we told them they have to publish the names and account numbers of every single politician in power right now. All their accounts have to be frozen until there is an independent investigation of who shot who at what time. Not the presidential address that came. That's an insult to me, insult to every single investment Nigeria made on my education. How can I be here advising Angela Merkel, Francis Macron, and telling them what to do, and my home is on fire, and little innocent children are asking for a basic, ladies and gentlemen, this is basic demand. They didn't ask for a golden elephant. They could have asked for that. So I'm appealing to you. If you don't want to join the international community, the diasporans will start and respond to this war because the first bullet has been fired. You don't call bullets to the street and then lie that nobody got hurt and then lie that nobody got killed. Who do you think you're fooling? This is a hashtag generation. And this hashtag generation speak a different language, work by a different set of rules. Ask Macron with the yellow vest. Ask Biden. Ask Trump. Nigeria is no exception. We have enough tools called mobile phone. We have enough technology. The children have not even asked for broadband. It's their right to have broadband. Go to Lome, there's broadband. Go to Ghana, there's broadband. The entire West African coast. How can the giant of Africa behave like an ant? I'm saddened to tears that we can discuss and debate whether there is a president or no president.
For the election of the president. I call for Israel. It's not a treasonable offense to do that. This is a democracy. And I'm saying that this is a lawful, legitimate way of solving the problem. Or I'm calling for his impeachment. Now, that is just my opinion. It does not mean to say I don't believe in dialogue. I don't believe in peace. I don't believe in unity. but I reserve the right to express my views and at the same time say that you may disagree with me, but I think it would be disingenuous and quite wrong for anybody to say that, well, this is a forum because if I'd been told that I wasn't allowed to do this, I wouldn't have come here. It's very important that all of us understand that where there's injustice, we should speak out against it. Now, I believe in unity. I believe in peace. I believe in dialogue. I also believe that where blood has been shed and where tyranny has been recognized, we need to talk about it in order to find a solution. But if we continue to brush it under the carpet in the name of keeping the peace and in the name of whatever you like to call it, I think we'll continue to have this problem. And what it does is it encourages those that allow this sort of thing to happen under their watch and perpetuate it and do it, they will continue to do it. Let me just end with this. I remember during the days of military rule, and I believe Usman Bugaji may have joined us, I'm not sure. I remember he wrote an article titled something to the effect of when silence is not golden. And he wrote this very powerful article against the tyranny of that day and the head of state of that day. And I wasn't in the country at the time, but I remember reading that, and it was very inspiring to me. And I think that we need to understand that when some of us speak, millions of people are listening, and what we say is important. We want peace, but we must also be able to inspire others to understand that where there is no justice, there may well not be any peace. And that's just my view. So I don't mean to upset anybody. I don't mean to undermine anybody, but my views are my views. And I believe that with what has happened in this country over the last 2 weeks, where democratic rights have been violated, there's been tyranny, people have been killed, particularly children, I think it's only right and proper for any right-thinking leader, any courageous leader, to say the truth and say what they feel. And my own view is that one of the ways forward is to possibly consider the resignation of the president, and I certainly believe in that.